So, why should you listen to me? What do I know that you don't know? How do I know the way you could be thinking? Well, in an attempt to answer questions like those, I'm going to tell you about the time I was thinking totally different to the way I think now. However, just before I do that, let me ask you this. Has there ever been a time when you thought you were all alone in this life? Well, if you come back with me to a beautiful summer's day in the year 1990, you'd witness a time when I thought I was on my own. We'd be walking through a beautiful green meadow with all the beautiful smells of summer all around us. You'd see I'm wearing beige jumpers, a green wax jacket over a navy sweatshirt, and green wellies, because we're on our way to tend to my beautiful horse, Kimberly. However, you'd also see tears streaming down my face, and you'd hear me cry, "You're on your own, Joan, you're on your own. You gotta face up to it. You can't keep dragging your family into your life. You made your bed, you lie in it." I know, my poor mother, all 5 foot nothing of her. She shouldn't have to deal with my husband, who's turned into a right Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. One minute he's so charming to others, the next minute he's such a monster to me. She shouldn't have to come to the house and threaten, "I'll kill you if you don't leave my daughter alone," after she's seen the black eye he'd given me. Now, have you ever thought it's better to stay quiet and say nothing? Well, that's what I was thinking, and to help me stay quiet and say nothing, I took up reading. I don't know why, but for some strange reason I did. What's this book all about then? The 7 Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. That's a really unusual name. What are you saying, Deepak? Ah, quantum field. I wonder if it's got anything to do with Quantum Leap on the telly. I love watching that programme. It really takes me out of myself. What else are you saying, Deepak? Oh, this sounds interesting. You are the only one who thinks in your mind, and you are the only one who can change your life. Those words are very thought-provoking. I'm going to take you home with me, Deepak. Now, if I'm the only one who thinks in my mind, and I'm the only one who can change my life, I think I'll start changing it now. I'll work all the hours I can. I'll open a bank account in my name only. I'll get a place of my own, and I'll leave Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde behind. That sounds like a plan. Now my getaway is getting closer. I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm due to complete on a flat of my own, and I've saved some cash. But when I arrive home one evening from having tea with my favourite cousin Maureen, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde standing at the top of the stairs, and he's looking pretty angry. "If you ever think about leaving me, there's only one way, and that's in a box." Before I know it, he's on top of me at the bottom of the stairs. Next thing I hear him on the phone. "It's my wife. She's on the floor and she's not moving." Oh, I'm moving all right out the back door. Now, have you ever been in a situation when you thought, no more, enough is enough? Well, that's what I was thinking, and I was gone. Now, as we all know, life can be hard, but in the flat, me and my 2 children, who are all grown up by now, are safe. A couple of months pass by, and I meet up with my favourite cousin Maureen again, and she's looking really surprised. "Joan, you're looking great. How have you done it? You know, there must be so many people out there suffering the way you did." Now, have you ever thought you could help others with what you know? Well, what my favourite cousin Maureen didn't know is that I've been thinking about writing a book. Now, I'd love to tell you the book was for sale in W.H. Smith's in 6 weeks. It wasn't. I wrote my book 23 years later. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Bloody hell, how big's the book? But all I can say to that is my new life simply got in the way. However, if you come back with me to a beautiful spring day in the year 2014, you'd see me there with my book in hand, Knowledge is Power. And just as I was thinking, how do I share this knowledge, Lulu.com, my publisher, helped me to get it for sale on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and a few other bookstores in America. Now, have you ever been tongue-tied, couldn't get the right words out at the right time? Well, in the winter of 2016, there was something else I wanted to say, but I didn't know how to say it. And just when I was thinking, how do I say it? I find myself learning more about an event in the middle of Manchester. Next thing, I'm at the event. You know the ones, bustling, busy, about 100 people in the room. Then onto the stage comes a handsome guy wearing a blue suit. "Hi, I'm Andy Harrington and I've got a question for you. Have you got a message you want to share? Well, the best way to share it is to become a public speaker." It's speaking to me. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I'd like you to come back with me to the here and now, which is also known as the present moment, because there's something else I want to share with you, and this is quite important, so please listen up. What I learned over all those years was that when I'm aware of what I'm thinking, when I'm conscious of what I'm thinking, and when I keep those conscious thoughts in the forefront of my mind, something or someone shows up in my life associated with my conscious thoughts. And what I also learned is that something or that someone comes in to my life because of a powerful magnetic force. And what I realised is it's the same powerful magnetic force that helps me to create my life. So what dawned on me was, when I had those thoughts about being on my own back in the year 1990, when I had those thoughts about changing my life around the same time, and when I had those thoughts about sharing my knowledge in 2014 and my message in 2016, something or someone did show up in my life to help me understand that I was never on my own, to help me realise that there was only me who can change my life, and to help me share my knowledge and my message. Consequently, I believe I've come into your life today to help you change the way you think and begin creating your life with that same powerful magnetic force if you should choose to. So, I ask you, would you choose to change the way you think? Would you choose to create a new life with that same powerful force? Or would you and your life remain the same? The choice, of course, would be yours. However, when you make that choice, remember this. If you should ever think you're all alone in this life, then don't, because you are never on your own. I'll repeat that. If you should ever think you're all alone in this life, then don't, because you are never on your own. Thank you so much for listening. I do hope to see you or hear from you soon. Bye for now.